RJ, why did you pick this movie to become your first feature film?
I picked this movie, you know, I think it's a little like Mia and the Cello. I feel as though it picked me. I read Gail Forman's If I Stay, and I was so touched by it, so deeply moved, that I was inspired to make a film about it. And it was a book that involved so many things that I love telling stories about, young people coming of age, musicians, family, and I thought it would be a big challenge, which excited me. But I also saw an opportunity to create something that was deeply moving and true and powerful, and so I said, let's do this one.
Sometimes you walk a very thin line between sentimentality and not.
Sure.
How do you calibrate yourself?
My only calibration is truth. It's really, I'm only thinking, is this real? Do I believe in it? I say to the people I work with, if you believe in it, then we'll all believe in it. You know, if you give a performance and you don't feel it was truthful, say so and we'll do another take. And I say this to the production designer and the DP and to the editor, and I'm thinking it always myself as well. If it's truthful, it will. You know, David Mamet likes to say, "Tell the truth. It's the easiest thing to remember." That's how I feel too. If it's truthful, it will work.
Chloe and Jamie make a super convincing young couple in love.
Sure. Yeah.
Can you talk about the casting, your choices?
Yes, it was wonderful. I mean, Chloe, of course, is a remarkable actress, a wonderful person. She and I had met on another project about a year before this project, so we were both excited, I think, at the opportunity to work together. And then when we met, we talked for hours. We couldn't stop talking about all the reasons that this book and the script and the material excited us and all the great things we could do. And I think for Chloe, one of the things that was most exciting, and certainly that I was most excited about, was that she is so much like Mia. You know, Mia's a cellist and Chloe's an actress, but they both discovered their gifts young, around 5 or 6 years old, and they both worked so hard to develop their talent, and they're both such real kids, and also they're both a little bit surprised at how much talent they have and what's involved in it. So it was an exciting thing for her. In a way, she's playing somebody very, very near to who she is, and this was an opportunity for her to explore really deep things about herself and her relationship to her talent. So that was very, very exciting. And then, of course, in Jamie, we were looking for an Adam who was not only a great actor and, you know, would be able to capture the essence of who Adam was as a young man, but also somebody who you would believe is a rock star. And he had all of that. And then the two of them had to have real chemistry, and they had to connect. And the moment that Jamie walked into the audition room and he and Chloe started working together, we knew we had lucked out, because they really connected. They made each other laugh instantly, and they had a real ease with each other that we knew was the most important thing.
Could you talk about your stylistic solution to time shifting, keeping track of time, because you know it's all happening within 24. Can you comment on that?
Yes, well, there are two kind of temporal planes in the film. There's the day of the story, the day the movie takes place, in which there is this tragic car accident, and Mia is left facing a big decision: should she stay or not? And then there is all the memories that she has while she's making that decision. So, and that's a year and a half of time, as well as her childhood. So on some level, that covers 16, 17 years of time, and another way, it covers a year and a half. And so we had to distinguish between those two temporal planes. And we did that mostly visually. The filming on the day of the accident is a cooler, bluer, more monochromatic, a sparer look, whereas the memories of of her relationship with Adam and her childhood are very, very rich and primary, muted but rich primary colors. I was inspired by the photographer William Eggleston in creating her past, the kind of very emotional, very spiritual use of primary color, and I was inspired by the photographer Mona Kuhn in creating the look of the hospital, a very shallow depth of field, and also very emotional but much cooler look.